Cardle, and I was born in Scarborough a long time ago and raised there, and I ended up in Tweed via Brantford was my last place where I lived, and we've been here with my husband and I and our cat since just over 3.5 years now. And now it starts to rain. You can hear it up above. Yeah. So I have this thing. I take pictures.
It's a bit of an understatement.
Yeah, I started this thing over 12 years ago. I decided, I don't know, I'm kind of like the Count from Sesame Street. I have to count everything. And I thought, I'm going to do one of those 365 projects where you take a picture a day. So I started that. And sometimes it's not a picture a day, but I post a picture a day. And I've been doing that for over 12 years now. So I'm at, I think today's 4,648 or something like that. Not that I'm counting. No, I sound like a hypocrite. But anyways, yeah. So that's my thing where I, through social media, and it's a place where people can just come and look at a picture. And sometimes I put some witty little captions in there. Sometimes people get it, my sense of humor. Some people don't. And yeah. So yeah.
What drew you to photography in the first place?
I think maybe when I was a kid and we used to go for a car ride, and now I sound like a puppy. Car ride, and I'd sit in the back seat and I'd just look at everything that was out there that we passed by, and then eventually, I guess my dad had a camera and he let me use it, but that was film, so we didn't have a lot of money, so you didn't want to
waste it.
Yeah, shooting auto. Shooting in auto. I don't think I think I was in definitely in my 40s when I got back into it again, because I always used to take pictures with whatever camera we had, but got my own camera and started taking pictures on my own, and then I don't know, it just kind of evolved from there. Just different things going on in my life at the time, that it was a good stress relief to pick up the camera and get lost out in the forest or something like that. So yeah, it helped me through a lot. So that's kind of where it came from. So yeah.
So let's talk about your actual photography.
Okay.
What are some of your favorite subjects? It sounds like anything natural almost, but
I think so, yeah. It seems that way. Like we have a kayak, so I'll go out with my gear, and my husband will go out with his gear, which is just a little point and shoot. But we have similar eye, and we're interested in checking out wildlife and stuff like that. So we'll go down the Moira, or I've got some park and conservation area passes. We can go there, or even just walking on the trails and stuff like that.
do you find your work has changed much over the years?
In some ways, yes. I've upgraded my gear. I'm less worried about what other people think about the shot. You know, like it should be like this, or not that anybody says that to me. It's just my paranoia there, like worried about whatever other people think. Now I just like, you don't like it? Scroll on by. I'm not going to please everybody, but some days, some pictures I'll take and I won't feel comfortable about them. I'll just like, it's okay, right? And then I'll post it and I get this response and I'm like, oh, okay. That's different. I never thought that anybody would really like it, you know. But if I look back over the last 12 years of all these shots that I've taken, I find there's a somewhat of a trend through the seasons of when you start taking pictures of this. Oh, it must be daylily season, or trilliums are out, or the frogs are out, or stuff like that. I find it, and even when I get run out of creative juice, probably around the same time, and I think I'm probably at that point right now where I've had other things to preoccupy me, and I kind of welcome the change because I did a few paid gigs where it kind of sucks the energy right out of you, so you just kind of, okay, camera, you go have a rest.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about that because you said you'd done weddings before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot of work, I know.
It is. Yeah. I like the backyard second time around weddings, but this year
that's a nice niche.
Yeah, it is. It happens, right? But this year was kind of weird because it was a postponed wedding, but it was at a cottage. It was a Canadian girl marrying a Nigerian man. There were all kinds of different customs coming into play and incorporating it into being on a dock on a lake. It was just cool. Yeah. The outfits and everything. It was a lot of work, but I took a lot of pictures because it's something new. Mm-hmm. That's what I kind of get excited about stuff like that. And the shows that I've shot. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a good show. And then I'll go, oh my God, what did I do? I hate editing. But one thing was when I wanted to do that photo for Canada's 150th, and I asked my friend to bring Wally down. So he usually goes to McDonald's. He went to McDonald's every morning, same McDonald's, and they gave him breakfast. And my friend would drive him. And my friend's wife grew up with Wally. That's how they all kind of met. But so I messaged my friend Mike. I said, hey, you think Wally would come down for a picture at our house? Because we had this red garage, and I used birch bark branches, and I did that I am with the maple leaf, like the Molson Canadian, on the side of the wall. And I thought I'd like to have Wally pose there, right? And he said, yeah, sure. So I came down, and we had this huge tree taken down, and it was the trunk stump was still there, and I don't know, it was probably about 5 feet tall, and he was more interested in that. And so here I'm trying to take his picture, but I said, he goes, gee, I wonder how old it is. And I go, I don't know. So we're just both standing there trying to count the rings of this thing, right? He's so funny. That was I I had a good day that day with him. It was fun. So I have a bunch of costumes that I'm trying to get people to wear. And I picked up you know that movie Almost Famous?
Mm-hmm.
With, and it was Penny Lane.
Mm-hmm.
And she wore, Kate Hudson wore this furry suede. It's over there. And I bought it, Deb, when she had her store open, she posted a picture one night and I went, oh, Penny Lane. So if I do shoots with other women, I say, okay, as the last shot, will you indulge me and put on this coat? And just pose the way it makes you feel in the coat. It doesn't go around across my chest. It's too small, but you can put it on anyways. And just wear, just hold it together, or that coat's been on someone on a dock that's been up on the driveway across the road, with a topless girl underneath it in the middle of winter, and because that's what she wanted to do. And then another girl walking away with it swishing in the wind, and so it sounds kind of weird when I say it out loud, but
Sounds fun.
yeah.
I'd like to hear a little bit more about how you came to live in Tweed.
Oh.
Like what drew you to the area?
Well, I learned this new phrase a few weeks ago. Somebody said it. I can't remember where I heard it, but I guess we're part of the people during or after post-COVID city quitters, right? That's it. Had enough. I don't want to live in the city anymore. My father, who was a realtor, and I was a realtor too, but that's another story. But he used to bring my kids, his grandchildren, out in this area because he used to sell a lot of properties. He had connections out here for people that were moving from Scarborough out here back in the day. So this is like 35 years ago. So my kids kind of sort of remembered it, and I'd never heard, like I've heard of Tweed, but I never really knew a lot about it. But as soon as we came and saw this house, it was like, okay, and let's find out what else is there. But, we bought it anyways without doing the old Google search of what goes on in Tweed and stuff like that. So it was meant to be, I guess. So I'm glad we're here.
And
I love it.
What have you found here?
What have I found here? I found peace. The people are just so amazing. Met so many people because I never shut up talking. And it's beautiful, like the countryside, small town, And sometimes people say that, oh, everybody knows everybody. And yeah, I like that part of it, I feel comfortable here, and there's a great like-minded individuals with so talented. So I learning a lot all the time about all kinds of different things. But that it's just country living, really, and it's way more laid back, and I'm grateful for that because the hustle bustle, I don't have time for that anymore. There's not enough hours in the day to sit in a car in traffic. But, I can just go out even in my backyard and just the stress just rolls off of you. Yeah.
Any words for someone just starting out and thinking they might want to be a photographer?
I always say, and it sound like a smart ass, read your manual. You got a new camera, sit down and take the time with your camera in your manual, and the battery's charged in the camera. So flip through your manual and go through everything. You may not use any of it, but you know, you're young, you have a good memory, you'll probably remember, oh, I remember my camera does this, right? I'd say that. And always take the shot, you know, because I've driven past places and I go, I gotta get a shot of that. I just can't be bothered stopping right now. Lazy girl shooting. And then I'll go by and be burnt down or bulldozed if it's a house or something like that. Yeah.
That's great, Heather. Think we
Cool.
have enough?
I think so.
I had enough.
We've had enough.
Had enough.
We've got enough.